everyone, and thank you for joining me today at the Left Lane Reviews. Today is going to be kind of an in-depth and interior review of the 2018 Audi A4. Now this A4 is special for solely one reason. This is the last generation of the A4 that Audi actually made in manual. You can now go on the Audi USA website and look up Audi A4 and try to build it, and you will find only 3 options, and that will be a Ultra, and then for front wheel drive, and then your different trim options. There will be no manual option available anymore. It only comes with the 8-speed automatic. Now the A4 is arguably the most important car in Audi's stable. It's not just because it's the best 4-ring seller, it's because in the 90s it premiered as the flagship model for America and really brought back Audi's feel and reputation within the American people, serving as a beautiful German car with all-wheel drive as standard, excellent handling characteristics, and a beautiful interior. The American people loved it. Now, as the A4 is in its 9th generation, it's been completely overhauled. About 90% of this vehicle has been completely redesigned, except for the beautiful and unmistakable 4 rings and beautiful Quattro badging in the front. Now the first couple things I'd like to go over on this A4 is going to be in the front. I know this car is hideous because of the dirt and salt on it right now, but there's nothing we can really do about it in the particular state that I live in because of the cold temperatures. Obviously, yes, there's a remedy, but for right now, this is what we're gonna do. So what I personally love is the LED headlights and how beautiful it is right there, and they're extremely bright. They are also self-leveling, so you know when you're going up a hill, it's not just pointing directly up at the trees above for no reason. It's pointing at the road to try to give you a better field of view. You can, I believe, get in the Prestige package the active bending headlights, but I'm not positive on that. The also other thing I really like, which is kind of unique, is actually an air duct cut through right here, which you don't see in a lot of vehicles that are actually functionable. But believe it or not, well, you can't really, but I am touching my fingers right here. And so that's kind of pushing the air right to the tires to give it a little bit more grip. And that I thought is really cool because you see them in a lot of vehicles, but they're not usually functionable. Another beautiful thing about this vehicle is its key fob. Unlike the normal traditional Audi key, this is new for the B9 generation of the A4, and a beautiful little chirp when you unlock it. When you lock it. This vehicle is equipped with keyless entry, so long as you have the key fob in your pocket and the vehicle is locked, you can just put your hand right there and it unlocks and opens, and then to lock it, you just put your finger right there. Another feature about this vehicle that you would not expect, in most door handles you either pull out or pull down, in this one you actually pull up. For example, this is a 2014 GL450, and the door handle, for example, pulls directly out. Here's another cool fact about this Audi. Did you actually know that about 80% of Americans cannot drive a manual transmission? And I know, so that means about 80% of the people viewing this video right now is looking at this third pedal and wondering, what the heck is that? Well, ladies and gentlemen, that is for the clutch. Now, on the steering wheel, you have the little things that control your little 4.3-inch screen right there. You have the view button, all that. You can control it right there. Then you have your audio's controls for skipping the music, turning it up, voice control, and phone. And then if this vehicle was equipped for navigation, you could hit navigation. If you get the sport steering wheel, that will come with a flat bottom. This is not equipped with a sport steering wheel because it doesn't have the flat bottom, but this does have the S-Line package. Now you will notice that this Audi is not equipped with the virtual cockpit. That is because this is more of a premium version instead of the Premium Plus. It also is not equipped with the bigger screen, but is equipped with the slightly smaller screen. This screen does not fold away, even though it looked like it might in the A6 variants. But it honestly looks like it might be tacked on there, but it looks much nicer than the old Mercedes screens. So now, let's dive into the MMI system. So right now, let's start with the vehicle settings, which you can activate by clicking down on this beautiful touchpad, which also doubles as a writing pad when you have the navigation package. So as we go back up, so let's click down on vehicle. That then brings us up to the vehicle, Audi Drive Select, which is a very nice option and didn't come in a lot of the Audi products standard until this B9 generation, I believe. So you can change dynamic, which is sport, auto, which will, depending on how you're driving, it will either go into dynamic, or if you're on the highway, it will go into eco or comfort. You then can have individual, so you say you want to have a sporty steering, or here, let's click on individual so you can actually see engine and steering. And then, so now to go back, you hit the back button, and that will bring us right back to the menu again. You can then go to the sound, which this vehicle A4 is equipped with the Bang & Olufsen, so you will have a more options in the chart. Then to go back, you can also, I believe, just go like that and pull it, and yes, but it went to a different menu in a telephone and showing you this in the parking aid. I have not seen this one. Oh, and this is for your parking sensors. I am sorry about that. So then let's go to the menu to get back in. Back. And we are at the main menu again. You have the radio, which is quite loud, and the volume is right there. We're gonna go back. You then have the settings all the way at the end of this vehicle, which is for your display settings for this. And then, let's see what tool tips is. Never mind. Let's just hit back. And scrolling down. You then have Audi Smartphone, which is for your Android Auto or Apple CarPlay. And then if you don't want to use the screen, just the power button right there will turn it off. It actually wasn't until the redesigned A6 until Audi had a real touchscreen. So this will do for your touchscreen. You have the Navi and Map for and then go down for telephone, which is a nice feeling when you push the buttons, a nice little tap, and it'll light up those little red buttons. You then go over to radio or media, and you have this on the sides, and then menu and back. You have buttons down here for your radio presets if you have them preset. They do actually have only haptic feedback. Do not click individually. We then come down to here with the beautiful heated seats and the climate control that I will show you will turn on, and how beautiful and elegant that is. With the brushed aluminum, definitely makes this A4 look very nice.
Then down here, if you do not want to go through the menus looking for your drive select, you have the buttons right here for auto, individual, or comfort. And then you have the auto start stop, traction control. Fun fact about most Volkswagen's products and Audi products, if you hold down if you push the traction control, it says on this thing, stability control ESP Sport. But then if you hold down, so hold it down for about 5 seconds, you will notice that it'll go stabilization control completely off, warning restricted stability.